Well, let's go to Brisbane now, where the No campaign is holding a rally this evening. Shadow Indigenous Affairs Minister Jacinta Price joins me now. Jacinta, welcome. It's obviously part of the tour around the country. It all kicked off in South Australia last week. Have we got any sign of those lunatics who rocked up at the front in Adelaide last week doing the same in Brisbane?
Oh, look, there were threats of there's supposed to be protesters here in Brisbane. It's been a little bit quiet so far at the front. I certainly didn't see any as I arrived, but you know, you never know what might happen, and maybe they've been told to pull their heads in because they don't do their side of the campaign any favours when they come along and carry on and rant and rave. After all, we live in a democracy, right?
Yes, indeed. Now, of course, Queensland was one of the first states to sort of show that it would end up voting no to the voice. What's the feeling in Brisbane tonight?
Oh, it's electric. I mean, just look behind me, you know, we're here at the Ekka. The room is almost full. It's you know, there's momentum gathering around the country in support of a no vote, in support of maintaining a unified Australia. I'm really grateful to be here in Queensland because Queensland was sort of first to get over the line in terms of support for the no vote. I've just come off the track from heading through central West New South Wales, Lithgow, Bathurst, Orange, Dubbo, Ballina, and of course here in Brisbane, and looking forward to the next 17 days, I think it is now.
Yes, it's certainly tightening up in terms of time. Of course, the Queensland government has gone out on a bit of a limb and said they are supporting the voice to Parliament, which one would imagine is somewhat out of kilter with the majority view in Queensland. Is there any sense that that has had an effect, or is it something of a last-ditch effort by the Palaszczuk government when they've got nothing left to lose?
Look, you know, there's desperation going on all over the place for those who support the Yes campaign, and you know, the Palaszczuk is obviously attempting a last-ditch effort to see if there's any support she can rustle up. But I think Queensland's been pretty adamant in demonstrating that they're not going to support this referendum going forward. So I think her efforts are probably fruitless at this stage.
Where are you going to next? Those 17 days, you've got a fair bit of time to cram in some campaigning. What are the steps from here?
Well, I'll be heading back over to Perth in Western Australia again. I'll be making sure that I hit Tasmania and South Australia also. I'm pretty sure that my mother's at an event herself tonight, speaking with my colleague Tony Passon and Karen Little over in South Australia. So, you know, but here tonight is myself, Warren Mundine, and we'll be making sure that we get around to those key battleground states between now and October 14. So, yeah, we won't be standing still at all.
Just while I've got you, Jacinta, I don't know whether you caught much of Noel Pearson's address today to the National Press Club, but what did you make of his claim that this is, you know, basically the last effort to achieve reconciliation?
Oh, look, you know, it's disappointing that the message that I got from his speech today was about an us and them approach, which is something that I know that Australians are not happy to get behind. It's certainly not what I've been looking for. It is the division that he is proposing, that this yes proposition is going to bring to this country, dividing us along the lines of race. I think he made some pretty derogatory comments around migrants that support the no case, which is really wrong of him, because the idea is that the migrants I've been speaking to feel left out of the equation a lot, and they are just as important to this country as anybody else, as those of us who belong to the First Peoples, those of us who also have convict ancestry. The migrants make up the community, and it doesn't matter if you've been in Australia for 60,000 years or 6 months. You're still Australian as far as I'm concerned.